What's up? Welcome to Models and Agents for Beginners, episode 47. It's May 23rd, 2026. Some awesome AI developments today, and we're going to make all of it make sense. Let's get into it. So imagine you are working on a school coding project and you want help from an AI. Instead of typing out every detail about your screen, what if the AI could just look at your screen with one click? That is exactly what OpenAI just added to its coding tool called Codex. The new feature is called App Shots, and it lets you send a live view of whatever is on your Mac screen straight to the AI. Think of it like handing your AI helper a photograph of your workspace instead of writing a long letter describing every file and error message. Another way to picture it is like having a tutor who can peek over your shoulder while you work, rather than forcing you to explain everything from memory. This matters because most coding help right now requires copy and paste steps that are easy to mess up or forget. Students learning to code or people building small hobby apps can now get advice that matches their exact project without extra typing. The result feels more like chatting with someone who can see the same thing you see. If you have a Mac and access to Codex through ChatGPT, open a coding window and try the App Shot shortcut to watch how the answers change with real screen context. The feature is rolling out now for Mac users. Okay, now for my favorite part of the show, the deep dive, where we look under the hood. Today, we are unpacking how large language models actually turn simple math into writing essays or code. You know how your phone suggests the next word while you text? Now picture that same autocomplete idea study billions of sentences instead of just your recent chats. The model does not think like a person. It turns every word into a number called a token and uses math to guess which number comes next based on patterns it saw during training. Think of each word as a tiny arrow in space that points toward its meaning, like placing puzzle pieces on a giant map. Then a part called attention looks at which arrows relate to each other, similar to how you notice which ingredients matter most in a recipe. Finally, a section called the LM head turns all that math back into real words you can read. There is no sudden moment when it becomes aware. It stays an enormous probability machine that keeps picking the best next token, and that is basically how large language models work. Not so scary, right? Let's move to some cool stuff you can actually try. First up, researchers at Anthropic found that their Claude model spotted over 10,000 serious security holes in important software. The issue is, these problems are showing up faster than teams can fix them. Think of it like a smoke detector that rings before the fire is fully out, leaving a risky gap. This matters because the same kind of AI that helps with homework could also be used to find weak spots in apps you use every day. While you cannot try the preview model yourself, you can stay safer by keeping your own apps and devices updated whenever new patches appear. Next, Google AI overviews sometimes ignore the actual words you typed and give a generic answer instead. One test showed that searching the single word disregard made the system respond like a casual chatbot rather than a search summary. Picture a librarian who starts telling stories instead of finding the book you asked for. This shows that even big AI tools still have rough edges when handling real requests. You can test it yourself right now by going to google.com and trying a simple one-word search like disregard to see what the AI overview shows. Time for some quick bits. A new report shows that Elon Musk's Grok chatbot barely appears in records of how the US government used AI tools last year. It is a reminder that building a chatbot is one thing, but getting people to actually use it every day is much harder. Researchers are also pointing out that tools like ChatGPT continue to repeat or create false political claims in some cases. This is a useful heads up for anyone using AI to research current events or school topics, since the answers can sound confident even when they are wrong. And that's a wrap. If any of today's stories made you go, huh, that's cool, go play with it. Curiosity is how every expert started. See you tomorrow. And if you'd rather watch than listen, find us on YouTube at @Nara Network. Links in the show notes. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.